Well, hello, my third and fourth graders. Here is a few more chapters of The One and Only Bob. Things are getting pretty hairy with this tornado. Surveying the damage. I pick my way past the devastation. The tornado has left a random path of misery. The African aviary is gone, simply gone. The kids' farm nearby, untouched, although there are some very flustered chickens clucking like the get-out for the safety of their henhouse. I do see a few people. Hopefully, a lot of potential visitors were scared off by the threatening weather. It looks like some of the animals listened to the early warning system, those little voices inside telling them something bad was coming their way. Quite a few seem to have taken cover before the brunt of the storm. Wish I'd pay more attention to my own internal weatherman. I pass the penguin viewing window, the one that allows visitors to watch the graceful swimming. Several penguins are underwater, swooping and swirling. Joe, Jim, I call, and they both swim over. Is Bert okay, I ask? Baby Bert pops from his little head out of the water. Hey, Bob, did you know we're having a storm? Yeah, I noticed. All good here, Bob, Joe says. You? Yeah, I took a little flight, though. Daddy, says Bert, can I fly? In the air? No, said Joe. You fly underwater. You're a penguin. Bob flew, and he's a dog. Bob is a very special dog, says Joe, and he gives me a look, a grown-up just between us look that says, we're all right, but what about the others? Baby sloth. I say goodbye to the penguins and continue on my way. So much has simply vanished. Walls, fences, barriers, netting. The orderly world of the park, with its careful lines defining territories, isn't so defined anymore. Many of the habitats are still entirely intact, but not all. What will this place be without fences and walls? You didn't need to watch the Nature Channel to know that certain animals like to eat certain other animals. I pass two squirrel monkeys swinging happily from the children's carousel, and a pelican watches from her perch on a popcorn stand. I see a camel and a zebra together, looking stunned to be standing side by side, and I noticed a red lemur, Merlin, on a picnic table. Lemur's eyes are always big if you ask me, but Merlin's eyes look like they're about to pop right out of his head. I make my way through splintered wood and glass shards and approach the gift shop. It's roofless. Stuffed toy animals are scattered here and there like they tried to make a break for it. And I Love Koala t-shirts dangles from the tree branch. Around the corner I see a baby sloth, Sylvia. I think her name is. She resting on a muddy plush giraffe. Hey there, I say. She makes a tiny noise. A sloth sob, I guess it is. Let's find your mom and dad. I'm not one for hugging and licking and such, but I give her a little nudge with my nose. Sylvia somehow manages to grab the giraffe, then looks up at me like she expects to hitch a ride. How the heck do you pick up a baby sloth? It's not exactly part of my job description, and sloths are so, slothy. So carefully I pick her up by her scruff, the way you do with a puppy. She puts the silly toy in her mouth, and off we go. It takes a few minutes, but I find her mom, Selma. I deposit Sylvia on a patch of wet grass. How can I thank you, Selma cries. No biggie, I say, and I head on, with fear in my belly and that odd taste of sloth fur in my mouth. Make no sudden moves. I've ridden around the grounds of the park in Julia's backpack enough to know every inch of the place. I've even chatted with many of the residents. But now everything is topsy-turvy. I keep finding myself in places I don't want to be, like the wolf exhibit. Near the entrance, a sign lies crushed on the ground. It has a picture of a gray wolf with an arrow pointing one way and another arrow with an emperor penguin painted on it. To my right, I see a piece of hay stuck deep in a tree trunk like a pencil in a cupcake. To my left, water gushes from the pathside ditch, a broken pipe. The boiling sky has settled into a solid blanket of gray, and the rain's quieted to the steady drizzle. Still, I smell more bad weather menacing in the distance. Tossed into a bush in a large informational display with a photo of two gray wolves, I don't see any fence or barriers or intact wall, and it draws on me that grumpy wolves and tiny dogs might not make the best of pals, especially under these trying circumstances. And just as I start to leave, a wolf on the sign seems to move, to blink. Uh-oh. He isn't part of the sign. He's next to the sign. It's Kimu. Hey, I say. No answer. Something tells me I should hightail it out of there. Something else is saying maybe no sudden moves. I hate it when my brain disagrees with itself. I split the difference, crouching meekly, doing the whole submissive dog thing. Kimu locks his gaze on me. I try not to make direct eye contact. A lot of animals find that threatening, but his eyes are mesmerizing, glowing amber, and way too smart. He moves again. 2 paws appear. Big paws, nothing like my feeble, shrimpy feet. These paws are the size of hamburger buns. Hamburger buns with lethal claws attached. Mutt versus Wolf. I wait for him to launch into his pounce. Maybe if it's time for my escape just right? Yeah, sure. In a battle of Chihuahua Mutt versus Wolf, even I wouldn't bet on the dog. Do they break your neck before they eat you? That only seems fair. My heart's doing this crazy tap dance in my chest, and I wonder if he can hear it. I sneak a peek at him, and strangely, he just keeps staring at me. Quickly, I avert my gaze. Those eyes, those chilling, dangerous eyes. It's me, Bob, I say. Kimu says nothing. He's panting hard. Maybe he's disoriented, or even hurt. I try to speak again. My voice seems to be hiding somewhere deep in my throat. Another try. Kimu? He blinks. Are you all right? No response. Anyone else hurt? I asked. This time he seems to hear me. I don't know, he says, his voice is a low whisper. Can I help? I ask, really hoping the answer is no. Susie. I can't find her. All right, then, I say. I'll take a look. I poke around a bit, careful not to get too close to Kimu. A sour smell pours off him like sweat off a human. I don't see her, I say after a few minutes, but I'm sure she's fine. Just a little shook up, probably, hiding somewhere. He doesn't answer. I should go. I'm looking for my friends, I say. Is there anything else I can do? He looks up from the ominous sky as if there's an answer waiting there. I don't know, he says. I don't know. I don't know. Well, boys and girls, that tornado really devastated the poor animal park. And Kimu, the wolf, seems to be very, very out of sorts to the point where he can't even really say anything. What do you think happened to him? Why do you think he is acting the way he is? Tell me what you think. Bye-bye for now.